News Channel 5 on your side presents Kaleidoscope, focusing on people who make a difference in Northeast Ohio communities.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast again. The Reverend Paul Hobson Sadler Sr. is pastor at Mount Zion Congregational Church. He's here today along with Michelle Felder, CEO of Felder & Company. They're going to share information about the next event hosted by the Christian Business League. And then we'll hear from the author and success coach, Ilinda Reese. She'll explain how to accelerate love and serenity in your life. And on the broadcast after that, the program, we're going to have something special. The Secretary of the Board of Directors for the Urban League Greater Cleveland, Bennett Gaines, and sales and lease consultant for Central Cadillac, Joe Flash Gordon, will be here to talk about how you can help the Urban League and get a new vehicle along the way. It's a good deal, too. Good afternoon again, everybody. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and good to have you with us. And good to have the Reverend Paul Hobson Sadler Sr. of Mount Zion Congregational Church and Michelle Felder with us of Felder & Company.
Good to be here.
Yeah. You've got a big thing going on at the, well, there's always a big thing going on at Mount Zion Congregational Church other than worshiping God. We take that for granted. We know you're going to be doing that. But you've got a big thing going up called Faith and Finance Breakfast. What is that?
Well, our Faith and Finance Breakfast is sponsored by the Christian Business League. The League has been hosting the breakfast now for 13 years, and we do quarterly breakfast, and this is our first quarterly breakfast for 2016.
Tell me about the concept of the Christian Business League. How does that fit into the spiritual world of the church?
Well, about 13 years ago, we decided that we needed to help African-American businesses in the city of Cleveland, particularly African-American businesses that were operated by Christians, to have a forum, a place where they could come for both inspiration and information. So we've been helping to connect businesses with one another, helping to connect businesses with potential networking opportunities to do business in the larger society over the last 13 years, and it's been a tremendous blessing. Yeah.
Michelle Felder is with us as well, CEO of Felder & Company. Hi,
yes.
Michelle.
Hi.
Good to see you again, as
Likewise.
always. Yeah, you're involved in this too now. You're doing some of the logistics on all of this.
Yes. Right? I'm a member of the league as well as helping out with the breakfast, logistics, the planning, and also working with our partners and sponsors to get corporate sponsorship and larger partners to help finance.
Who's going to keynote there on March the 4th?
We're going to have Dr. Rachel Talton of Flourish, LLC. She's going to be talking to us about her new book and giving us some words of inspiration and enlightenment about business and succeeding and having it all.
She'll do a good job for you. She's been on this very broadcast, sitting in the chair
dynamic woman.
Dynamic woman. She'll do a very good job. Dr. Rachel Talton is going to be there. This is going to be Friday, March the 4th. You're starting in the morning.
Yes, 7:30 a.m.
And who's invited to this, or who can come to this?
It's open to everyone. We absolutely encourage entrepreneurs and business people to come. It'll be a great opportunity to network your business, to share with other persons who are doing the same thing that you're trying to do, trying to grow your business. And you'll have the opportunity to be with, particularly if you're a startup, if you're just getting into business, have the opportunity to rub shoulders with folk who have more experience or maybe more mature in entrepreneurship, and have the opportunity to learn and grow in that context.
So, Michelle, people can just show up. You want them to just show up at Mount Zion Congregational Church?
Yes, or they can purchase tickets online or call the church, but they can also purchase at the door.
And what about the ticket? Is there a cost to these tickets?
It's $15.
$15, but you're going to get a whole lot for this $15.
A full breakfast and a lot of information.
We'll put a phone number on the screen. People can call and get more information on everything we're talking about. They can call 791-5760. That's in the 216 area code. You see that at the bottom of the screen. Or you can go to the website, that's MountZionCleveland.com, MTZionCleveland.com. What do you want people to walk away with once they come to this event?
We want people to be inspired, get some information about how to grow their business, meet someone that they had not met before, walk away with a new contact, a new relationship, and maybe a new idea to go out and start something on their own.
Reverend Sadler, you are also gearing up for a job readiness class, the springtime job readiness class. What's that all about?
Well, Job Opportunities Breakthrough Services is our job training program, job readiness program. It's a free program that is open to anyone who is underemployed or unemployed, looking for a job, looking for some skills that will help them to get a job and keep a job.
Is there a deadline for those who to sign up for this job readiness class?
No, they can show up on March 8th at 6 p.m. It's the first class at the church, 10723 Magnolia Drive, and they'll be able to sign up at that time, fill out the application. They can go online to mtzjobs.org, which is our website, and they can fill the application out there as well.
So this is all right there at the church, and as the pastor said, is at 10723 Magnolia Drive. That's in the University Heights section, in the University Circle section of Cleveland, right at the corner of East 108th Street in Magnolia. If you can find the big Lewis Stokes VA hospital, you're right next door. It's right next door. You can't help but see it. Look for the beautiful steeple of the church there. There's something else you've got going I want to bring in, something called the Gallery at Shin House.
Yes, we have opened a gallery, an art gallery, featuring African-American art. It's about 2,500 square feet of African-American art. It's an amazing new thing. It's in the heart of University Circle. It's an opportunity for people to be exposed to art, to purchase art, and for African-American artists to display their gifts and skills.
Yeah, and it's named after?
After Mike Shin.
The late Mike Shin,
yes,
who
indeed.
was so involved in this Christian Business League.
Absolutely.
Yeah, who is gone now, but he is still in our memory and in our hearts.
Yes.
And his legacy goes on. But once again, the Christian Business League is hosting its quarterly Faith and Finance Breakfast. It's Friday, March the 4th, starts at 7:30 in the morning. It's going to be at Mount Zion Congregational Church, and that's at the corner of East 108th Street and Magnolia in the University Circle section on the east side of Cleveland, right there in the heart of all that culture going on. You'll be there.
I'll be there.
You'll be there as well, right?
I certainly will.
You know it'll be a good thing. The Reverend Paul Hobson Sadler, Sr., pastor of Mount Zion Congregational Church, and Michelle Felder, CEO of Felder & Company, which is helping out with the organization and all that it's doing. Thank you so much for being on the broadcast.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having us.
This is Kaleidoscope. I'm going to take a break. I'm Leon Bibb. I'm going to be right back in just a moment. We're going to talk about improving your love life. Thought you'd like that too. I'll be right back. Well, welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb. Glad to have you with us. Success coach and author Ilinda Reese is here to explain how she's using her skills as a coach to help you get on the path to love, peace, and serenity.
Yes.
Hey, Ilinda.
Hi, Leon, and thank you very much for what you do to promote positive energy in Cleveland.
Well, we try to be positive around here. I'm
That's
trying
right.
to be as positive as much as I can.
You're doing it.
Well, you are doing it as well. I mean, you've got to tell me about you. You've got a teleseminar,
Yes.
as I understand it, and it's called "Accelerate the Path to Love, Peace, and Serenity." How did you get into that?
That is a journey that we have all been attempting to take, and we continue to do things that sabotage ourselves, and love transcends the coupleship. It transcends everything. Love is what motivates us to do what we do.
And you've been writing about this for a long time,
A long
haven't you?
time,
And
yes.
coaching people, huh?
Yes, for over 20 years.
Where do people, we're all looking for love, aren't we?
Yes.
Isn't that what we really, really want?
That's what we really want. And love gives us a sense of belonging, and love is an action. It's a verb. However, when we do things that sabotage, love and fear cannot exist in the same place.
They are opposite.
They are our opposite. And so when we try to love, but we have fears as to whether people are going to leave us, reject us, there's a lot of people in this particular season that are lonely only because they haven't learned to love themselves.
Yeah. As we tape this, we are in the St. Valentine's Day season as we are taping this broadcast right now. And so a lot of people are thinking about love.
Thinking about
all of
love.
that. You've written a book, If I'm Looking for a Prince, Why Am I Still Kissing Frogs?
Yes.
Is that a lot of folks kissing frogs?
A lot of folks kissing frogs, and they have the unexpected expectation of, if I kiss this frog, he's going to turn into someone wonderful, a prince.
Yeah.
But I say, if you kiss a frog, all you do is get acid in your mouth.
Well, how do you know the difference between a frog and a prince at the very beginning now?
Well, you have to establish within yourself first, love for yourself, and then you establish the fact that I deserve love. I deserve love. Yeah. And then you establish some standards for yourself. And then when someone comes, when the counterfeit shows up, you'll recognize it as counterfeit.
Do some people bend themselves in the wrong direction? What's the word? They settle.
Yes, they settle
for a guy
change
who's no
back
good.
From your dollar,
or settle for a woman who's no good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you look for then? What do you tell your clients? And you coach on love
yes.
and peace and serenity. What do you tell your clients?
I say establish 5 points that you're looking for in a person.
Yeah.
So that when that doesn't show up, even if it's a business relationship, if you want a person that's spiritual based, or if you want a person that has education or has a sense of humor, whatever it is that's for you, then establish that. So you recognize that. And then when it doesn't happen, that's a deal breaker. You don't get fixer-uppers.
The heading of your chapter number 5 in your book, If I'm Looking for a Prince, Why Am I Still Kissing Frogs? Heading of your chapter 5, it says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Me. That's
Absolute. Oscar Wilde said, the beginning of love is the relationship, a love relationship. You'll have a lifelong relationship when you love yourself. Love yourself. You must first love yourself, and then you will not accept substandard product.
Where can people link up with the teleseminar, and how does that work now?
That is a seminar that takes you through a 4-week journey, because we haven't got broken just all of a sudden. These are things and belief systems that have built up in our subconscious. We operate off of them. And as I said, the fear, when I fear that you're going to reject me, then I may do some things that cause you to reject me, and then I say, I know, I told you so. So the 4-week seminar, they can contact me, and I can let them know when the next seminar is going to happen.
And we got a phone number on the screen, 323-5601.
Yes.
Or you can go to ilinda.net. That's ILINDA .net.
And they can also go to Noble Bookstore and pick up the book.
Yeah, and can you find it other places as well? Barnes & Noble you can find?
Barnes & Noble and Amazon.
Amazon.com you can find the book.
Yes.
What, if there's one big thing that you could leave the audience with that they should do or should not do when they're looking for love, men or women or regardless, what is that?
Open your mind. You have certain things patterns that you have established, and they lead you to bad results, and you keep getting the same person. It's because you're the same person. So I say go into your mind, your spirit, your heart, and look to see what patterns you've established, and change them. That's why I'm the change accelerator. I
was listening to the radio as I was driving to the TV station today, listening to satellite radio, and one of my favorite songs came on. And it was about, well, they're all about love.
Yes.
And the lyric was, love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you?
All right. Now, I like that.
So you've got to be good.
Yes.
Good to the person. Now, that just doesn't mean giving a little bling. You've got some bling around your neck.
That's
Somebody's
right.
giving you. You've got bling on your...
This is my son.
Yeah, well
Christabella Jeweler.
Well, he's a... you can sneak a commercial in there. You don't need... But you've got to give love.
Yes.
Aside from the bling.
See, that's the love that transcends coupleship. That's love for child, parent, family. We're all looking for that belongingness and the love that goes heart to heart, and that causes us to love humanity.
The name of the book is If I'm Looking for a Prince, Why Am I Still Kissing Frogs? Written by Ilinda Reese, author, success coach, and change accelerator.
And I'm looking forward to working with everyone.
Good to have you on the broadcast.
Thank you, Leon.
We love you too.
Thank you.
Take care. I'll take a break. Urban League is going to talk about getting a brand new Cadillac. Maybe you could be in the driver's seat after we do this first. You're in touch with Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb. Glad to have you with us as always. The Urban League of Greater Cleveland has partnered with Central Cadillac in downtown Cleveland to raise funds for the organization, the Urban League, and give you the opportunity to get a brand new vehicle. The Secretary of the Urban League's Board of Directors, Bennett Gaines, is here, seated on the left, and Sales and Lease Consultant at Central Cadillac, Joe Flash Gordon, is seated on the right. Good to have you both, gentlemen. Two good guys here.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Tell me about this fundraiser now, sponsored by the Urban League Board of Directors.
Certainly. We were sitting as a board and thinking about ideas that we could help the Urban League raise money. And certainly there are a number of sources of funds that we get from different places, but we wanted something that we could do ourselves. And so with that, we came up with the idea of raffling off a brand new car, and we had the fortune of being a neighbor of Central Cadillac, and there was no greater opportunity than to go next door and have a conversation, and specifically with Joe, about this idea.
So we've got the Cadillac SRX.
2016 Cadillac SRX.
And it's a 2-year lease, as I understand it.
2-year lease, and it's an opportunity for $100. Think about that, $100. No car payment, no maintenance. All you have to do is put the gas and pay the insurance. And you've got the opportunity to drive a brand new car for 2 years.
What I like about this deal is there are only 300 tickets being sold.
That is correct. And
just
they're
total of 300, so you got a 1 in 300 chance.
That's exactly right.
That's better than some other events that we take part of. The Mega Millions, that 1 out of 292 or whatever, what a million is what it was, I think. Well, at any rate, Joe Flash Gordon, Central Cadillac, to tell me about this car that your company is going to put up.
Well, it's a fantastic machine. We have done our research. It is our best seller. It's called a crossover.
The Cadillac SRX.
Cadillac SRX. And we find that most of our sales, frankly, are to the females. We have come to the conclusion that the height that this vehicle presents gives them an overview in traffic they otherwise wouldn't have. Plus, it's strong, it's economic, it's a beautiful machine, has all the amenities from our new Q system, backup cameras, power windows, air conditioning, and it's just not just a beautiful machine, but it's a strong, excellent operating machine. Also comes in all-wheel drive for those.
And made in America.
Made in America, right up in Motown.
Right up in Detroit, right out of. Now you're still selling tickets for this. Not a minute. A lot of folks out there say, wait a minute, $100, only 300 tickets being sold. A Cadillac I can lease for 2 years. All I got to do is put gas in it.
That's correct.
They say, where can I get tickets?
Well, first of all, there are 300 tickets that we started out with, and they're selling very fast. The drawing is April 4th, and you can pay for it with a check. You can go to your piggy bank and get your pennies out, or you can pay for it with a credit card. You can buy it at 2 locations, specifically the Urban League and or at Central Cadillac.
Which is right next door to each other.
Right next door to each other.
That's at the corner of East 30th Street and Prospect. You can find it, or East 30th and Carnegie. You can get to the front door of Central Cadillac.
That's
this supports the Urban League.
This
along
does.
the way. So
it does.
Tell me about that.
Well, you know, the priorities that we have as the Urban League are jobs, education, and entrepreneurship. And this is just a great opportunity to see your money go towards what I think are 3 very needed things in this community. The monies go directly to the Urban League, not administration. And we think it's a way for you not only to benefit by driving this new Cadillac, but also helping the community.
And as Joe Gordon will tell you, it's a fine car. You've been selling Cadillacs for a long
26 years.
26 years. Joe, and when did you get the name Flash? Now that's the nickname, Joe
way back,
Flash Gordon.
2 years ago when I was selling Chevrolets back in the 70s. And I won, I think it was 3rd prize, was a Polaroid camera. And I'd never had a Polaroid camera, and I was flashing everything I could.
And there it goes.
And one of the guys gave me that nickname. He said, they should call you Flash Gordon instead of Joe Gordon, and it's stuff.
I sometimes call you Flash Gordon. Sometimes I call you Cadillac Joe.
Well, that used to be. That used to be. You can throw it all together. I take off.
So this partnership is working very well. Your next door neighbor, right there at the corner of East 30th Street and Prospect.
That is correct.
Is Central Cadillac. What I'm impressed with is that people can jump on this and help the Urban League along the way, writing a check simply to the Urban League.
That is correct.
When they, phone number, you can get more information on everything we're talking about, is 216-622-0999. That's directly to the Urban League. Or they can call Central Cadillac. They can ask for you too, Joe.
Yep, and we're open 6 days a week.
Yeah. 861-5800, 861-5800-216 area code, or you can go to centralcadillac.com or ulcleveland.org for the Urban League. Bennett, always good to see you.
Likewise, good seeing you, Leon.
Cadillac Joe, Joe Flash Gordon, good to see you too, my friend.
Good to see you, Leon. Long time.
I'm going to take a break. We're going to come right back after this. We'll have Marsha Maccabee. I think she drives a Cadillac too. We'll talk to her. We'll ask her.
Son of a gun, you're right.
I think you sold it to her. I bet you did. Back in This is the Morning Exchange segment of our broadcast. We call it that because Marsha Maccabee always joins us from the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, and she caps the broadcast with a commentary. Hey, Marsha.
Hey, Leon, how are you?
I'm okay, and you're doing good, Al.
I am doing fine, and as you heard on the previous segment, I had some backup today in terms of the chair of our raffle committee and Joe Flash Gordon from Central Cadillac talking about this wonderful opportunity that we have to raffle off this 2016 SRX. And I want to just also add an additional opportunity. You now can also purchase online by going to the Urban League's website.
Which is ulcleveland.org.
ulcleveland.org, and can purchase right there online. So we've tried to make it as easy as possible for our community. And again, I can't underscore how important unrestricted dollars are for the Urban League. And this raffle and other kinds of things that we're doing allow us to build those kinds of funds that help us to safeguard the infrastructure of the Urban League so we can do all the great work in the community we continue to do.
Yeah, in our final minute and a half, you've been running the Urban League as president of the Urban League, I should say. You've been president for some years now, several years now.
Yes, we're going into year number 7.
Yeah, how's it working for you?
I'll tell you, as I say to everybody, it's a divine assignment. And so when you have a divine assignment, I believe that everything that you're supposed to have comes along with it. And so we're making great progress, and you're going to hear some wonderful announcements in 2016 of some great new things that are going to be coming from the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. So I'm excited.
In our final 45 seconds, is there something that you are especially proud of at the Urban League that you really are most proud of because of the accomplishment?
Wow. I would say that the staff of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, that despite challenges that we've had over time, that our retention rate of staff has been amazing. They're dedicated, they work hard, they're committed to the mission and the vision, and I'll tell you, I couldn't do it without that support, and of course the board. So I think having that support.
Yeah, they appreciate you too.
I think so.
I can tell you that. Many thanks. Marsha Maccabee of the Urban League. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope. Good luck and be well. We'll talk again.
This has been a presentation of News Channel 5's Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland.